Dude, now I'm just imagining Abraham Lincoln just choke slamming like Jefferson Davis through the match, through the match in Hell in the Cage. Jesse.
Mm-hmm.
There's something I'd like to understand about the Bioshock Infinite games.
And why are we facing the corner? What's going on?
There's something I'd like to know about these games.
Yeah, what's the
What
question?
the hell does Ken Levine consider a fucking checkpoint?
Oh,
We're all the
where
way
are we?
back here.
1912.
Oh, fuck. Maybe
How,
this was,
in Jesse, in all of the big shit that happened after this point, how was literally none of it a point of like, hey, maybe the person will want to stop playing after this?
Ken Levine, you fucked us.
I legitimately don't understand this game. You can't, like, you get punished if you don't just play it all in one go, apparently.
Yeah, because it even had like a cutscene after you saved her where she was like, "Are you afraid of God?" And he's like, "No, I'm afraid of you."
And then there was a tornado, and she was gonna kill me, and I was gonna kill her.
Oh, dude, just give me the trivia, make it easy so we can use our power.
I'll say you can pick the category, so pick something you're confident in.
Oh, like I get to pick any category?
Yeah, and I'll have to make a trivia question about it.
Pokemon.
Pokemon? But it can't be Pokemon trivia. It's got to be Dan Pokemon-based trivia.
Yeah, well, there's lots of that. I'm sure you could come up with something.
Yeah, but I've tried to make it not too difficult.
Our vampire boost just saved us there.
I could be really mean and make it like a nickname of a Pokemon that I use.
I just whip out my 3DS. I'm ready. Just like looking at all your shit.
Give me... Okay, Jesse, you like to talk about my Whimsicott a lot.
Oh, God. You're going to ask me if his moveset?
Give me 3 moves.
3?
3.
Alright. Okay, well, good thing I already have
guys right now.
Bulbapedia up, so I can look up Whimsicott and what he can learn.
That's pretty cheap, but yeah, alright.
I mean, Dan, I haven't played Pokemon in like 6 years. Like, I'm not gonna remember these. Okay, let's see. Does Trickster count as a move?
Trickster is an ability, not a move.
Okay.
So it would not count as such. Yeah, Elizabeth, I'll be right there. Don't worry. I got some problems happening right now.
I'll be right there. I'm just punching everything to death.
Hey, I'd like to point out though, whenever I did this part with powers, it took way longer and I died way more.
Yeah.
So what does that mean exactly?
I don't know. Maybe it's like the same as Resident Evil, where like if you do badly the first time, it makes it easier the second time.
The game doesn't even remember that first time happened, Jesse. It's gone from the records, the annals of time.
Oh, that was another tear. A tear where we were closer
to
beating this game.
The point is, with the skyhook, this didn't take that long at all. When I only had to use the skyhook, I fucked that shit up, dude.
You fucked that shit up.
I think this just proves my point of the skyhook is way better.
I'm gonna fix this.
Gotta unplug Elizabeth.
Yeah, that was way faster. Like, I'm glad that didn't take that long.
Because you weren't tying me down with your magic powers. You just let me punch them all to death.
All right, here we go. I got some.
Okay.
I have 3 for sure.
Okay.
Maybe not 3. Okay, I have 2 for sure.
Okay.
It's not Trickster, it's Prankster. And I'm
wait,
pretty sure...
That's fine. If it's something of that caliber, I was willing to accept it. Like if you just got the that bit wrong.
Okay,
knew
I
what you
know
meant.
for fact you use substitute, and that was really annoying because you would put like a bag in front of me, and I would attack the bag, and the bag would get health back because you also use leech seed and substitute leech seed, prankster. I don't. The third one.
What are you going to do to stop?
Not a damn thing.
Maybe it was encore, or knockoff, maybe.
We only have one guess, so.
I don't remember the encore. Maybe it was encore. That does sound really. That sounds like something you would do to annoy me. I'm gonna say encore, and maybe moonblast for your fourth move.
How long?
How'd I do?
You got 2 right.
Fuck.
I hope Comstock got
The big
What
one
was-
you
what
forgot was Tailwind.
this kid's not
Tailwind. What does that do?
Doubles your team speed.
Oh yeah, I don't remember that one at all. What's the other one?
That it would depend.
It's done.
But it wasn't knockoff or moonblast
No,
or encore.
no.
God damn it. So close. Even when I pick the category, I can't win. Like, next time I'll have to, even find, like, an even narrower category.
Well, that might have been of our last one.
Like, Dan's favorite girl from Shokugeki no Soma.
You know who that is. And, hey, Jeffrey, play the clip right now.
Hisako Aruto is the best girl in Shokugeki no Soma. I fucking hate her. I never said that. That was taken out of context. Nobody ever watched that video, so it can't be proven to be true.
I
They'll
mean,
never
we all
know.
just heard it. So
I
who was
love
that? That was the
Hisako.
best girl. I didn't catch that. You cut out for a minute.
It's probably Hisako Aruto.
Yeah,
Everybody
she
knows.
is. You're probably right. We all just heard you say it, Jesse. Why are you acting as if you didn't just say it?
Hand of the Prophet.
Gotta find a way on board.
Yeah, we're at the end here. This is late end
We're
game.
doing this together, or I'm doing it alone. Either
We're
way,
doing
I
it
will
together.
take this.
What is this? Oh, for guns?
Last chance to buy anything for any of the guns that we never bought.
No thanks.
Maybe just upgrade the hand cannon all the way, just so like I know it would be really cool if you used it, but, but it's
No,
not.
that's like a trick you're trying to get me to do it just in case I use it, but I won't be fooled.
Terrifying the descent as gravity drags.
Why is he
Us out.
talking like a creep? He's like trying to seduce me.
Is that what you do when you seduce people? You put like a little bit of like under like reverb to your voice. You're like, "Hey, ladies." You just turn into a didgeridoo.
Yeah, you kind of like you see that a lot when people are trying
You
to.
see that a lot.
Yeah.
So this is endgame. So they're gonna throw like everything they can at you here.
Take cover. They must be
Oh, they're
dogs.
dropping the metal people coming out of pods now. I thought you just broke the game because of how fast you teleported to that man. I was like, what the fuck just happened? Whoa, not a Patriot. It's not like we fucking stun lock these guys every time we fight them. Thanks, Elizabeth.
Yeah, Patriot's not much threat. The big hands can be a problem.
Big hand.
Rebecca from Cyberpunk can be a problem.
Dude, there has to be a mod to just put Becca in and just have her like walk all over with her big hands. Who do you think would win in like a thumb wrestling contest between Kiriko and Rebecca from Cyberpunk?
What?
You know, like thumb wrestling where you hold the other person like
Why
a mug,
Kiriko?
like how you would hold a mug, and then you try to smush their other thumb down.
I feel like Rebecca probably, right?
Well, Kiriko has big hands. Who also has big hands?
Kiriko has
I don't-
big hands, but her hands are meat.
All right, maybe like Doom with his one hand.
Oh, see, now that's a better
Doomfist?
one, I think. That one, I would watch that.
You would have watched
Now
that.
this, we gotta think about the physics of this, because Rebecca's are big but small, right? So
Big
the
but
leverage, well, but the leverage, you know what I mean? Is
Why are they small though? They're like bigger than her body.
I know, but compared to like, okay, look at where her elbow is compared to like the end of her hand, then compare that to Doom. There's a pretty big difference in the amount of leverage they can generate between the two of them.
I see. I see. So she's more powerful or less powerful?
Jesse, the two of us aren't smart enough to figure that out. I'm just saying there's some kind of math there.
Oh, okay. Mathematicians?
I'm
Leverage
not qualified.
mathematicians?
And there was at one point in my life, Jesse, where I could have answered that and explained the math behind it. But I feel like as you get older and farther out of school, you forget how to do like what was at one point basic math.
Yeah. Well, I never knew how to do basic math, so at this point, I'm just becoming like a Neanderthal. Like, I'm regressing so far that like
You've de-evolved.
I've de-evolved. My neighbors, like, when they see me, they cry and run away. They're like, "Who is this hairy man that just throwing rocks at like creatures outside?"
Just eating them raw.
Ooga, ooga, ooga. This is something that I don't think you have this problem because you don't have like a yard or anything like that. Like and you probably wouldn't do this even if you did. But I walk around so much without a shirt on and like pretty much only wearing shorts,
Dude,
no
what have you
boxers.
become?
Like my dick's just kind of like visible to everybody through like my thin veneer.
But
of,
what
like,
if you wear
tan.
the shorts that have the big hole in them?
Yeah, even that's even worse. Like I've talked about that a couple of times. So like I think my neighbors, like I really want to know what they think of me.
Well, you can latch onto that.
Man, it makes that conversation, like these cutscenes with Elizabeth, a lot less like tense when you're just like hanging on the skyhook like monkey bars.
Oh, let me get close. I'll jump up there.
Oh, see, if we had our ram power, we could fuck these guys up.
Are they like sky pirates?
Sky pirates. I think they also have a hook. Get their hook. Give us your hook. There it is. No! Okay, you did it. I was worried there for a second.
It doesn't let you lunge in air, I forgot. Or else that would have been amazing.
Fucking electric sky pirates like Robert De Niro.
Now we each have our own.
Yeah, you stay on yours.
We can have like naval combat.
Man, did you ever see that movie, Stardust, where Robert De Niro was a gay
I've watched it
electric
with
pirate?
you, yes.
It's a good movie.
It is
And
a
I
movie.
think it's solidly underrated. I know Gwyneth... Oh, you got it!
My time is
How
come!
are you doing this?
My time has come! The pants!
It's too high now. I believe
high,
I
Jesse?
can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
I've
It has to
become
be 'cause-
death!
They have to be close to you because the skybox is like fucked up. Like we can't see it, but
Woo! Big
yeah,
mistake,
I think
boys.
it's a super. You just almost dismounted. It's an underrated film for sure. And Gwyneth Paltrow gets a lot of shit for her like vag juice that she sells or whatever. But I dig her performance. And the part where she tells him that she loves him when he's a mouse, that gets me every time. Gets me a little teary-eyed and choked. Dude, I think the Vox are fighting them now, so it is like space pirates. Look, there's a Vox ship too.
Look out! More of them!
Let me at him. What are up with these like battle cries?
Well, now the Vox are getting involved. Like, we already killed your leader. Like, what do you want?
We killed
like,
their
why
leader in a
fun?
different universe though, right? Or is that this one
No,
still? Oh, that's
we
right, I came
never-
back. I came back to this one.
And Dan, you asked the question, and if somebody knows the answer to this, please, like, I know we get like 0 comments, but please let us know. Because like, you asked the question, why don't they just go back to the original one after everything got fucked up? And I still don't understand why they never did that. Like, I don't get it. Why can't she just open it back to the original one? Or just
So,
a neutral
after,
one?
yeah, we were in that one where the Vox fucked shit up, but then I lost Elizabeth and I went to the creepy dimension. So what, did we go back to the one where they fucked shit up, or what dimension
Yeah,
are we
we're
in
back
now?
in we're in the fuck shit up one. We're in the one where Daisy Fitzroy and the Vox like pretty much took over Columbia and
Okay.
you killed her. The one that you died in. Oh, come on, give it to us. Yes. Okay, we're just gonna have to jump off every time to get.
You don't take damage from dying.
Fuck. There you go. Oh my god, your fucking reach. If you were in the MMA,
Oh,
your fucking
what the
reach
fuck?
would
Who
be.
was that guy?
They boarded you.
Well, I was distracted punching that missile balloon.
If you were in the MMA, your reach would be the entire octagon. Like no one would.
That's the biggest lie of all time. When your life is saved, you are partially healed, but so are your enemies. They like half the time they disappear and die when
They're healed so much that they revert to a baby state.
Oh, let me off.
That's what happens when you heal too much.
Oh!
You just. It's similar to like using chapstick. You're just de-evolving yourself.
That's been a theme of this episode.
Yeah, well, I want to. Okay. I don't think we've ever talked about chapstick, but neither of us use like I've used it recently just because I'm getting old and I work in a job that's like basically like working on the deck of like an Alaskan fish boat sometime. So like I
You
deal
work
with a
at
lot
a
of
desk?
wind. Yeah, but there's a lot of wind that comes and goes, and like it's chapping my lips real bad sometimes. So I have used chapstick in the last year, but before that, I never used it like a single time in my life. Because it makes you weak. You become dependent on it because you have little baby lips. You heal yourself to babydom.
Jesse, have we talked about before your job before your current one?
I think I've said I worked on ships before.
Yeah.
Is that what you're referencing?
I'm just baffled by the fact that you, in the past, legitimately worked on a fucking boat in the ocean.
Uh-huh.
You currently work at a desk. And you're saying, like, the wind, man. The wind at my new job is unbearable.
I was in, like, the tropics, so it was never cold. Like, I never felt cold in my life. Actually, I feel like I was always sick because they run the air conditioning for some reason on like the lower decks of the boat so much, and it all connects to like other rooms, like other staff rooms, and so you're just breathing in this cold like air that everybody else has breathed before you, and
Pretty
like
bad.
you just end getting sick like all day, every day. Man, I had a fucking Russian roommate, and I fucking hated that guy. He was the biggest cunt I've ever met in my life. He was like... like, I was just trying to live like party boy Steve-O, like, lifestyle. And he was just like fucking, like, old man fucking... I don't know, like, who's the neighbor from Dennis the Menace? Like, old man Peterson or whatever the fuck his name is.
I hate that guy.
I would come back with like 2 hot chicks on my arm, just like loaded dice.
I've heard so many of these stories about you.
And he would. So this is how it would work. There was like instead of like having like just 2 separate beds, it was a bunk bed, and then you would have a curtain. That was the only privacy you had was like this curtain. And he was the top bunk, so he resented me for that because he was older than me and probably worked in the industry longer than me. And so I already had the room before he got on board. So he had the room with me, and I made him sleep in the top bunk. And I would just come back, and he would pull his little curtain over, and he would just say like really passive aggressive things like, "Could you be any more loud?" Like, Mother Russia. Like, could you be any more loud? And like shit like that, just all the time. And I'd be like, shut the fuck up. And then I would just this sounds like I'm lying, but I would literally just be louder just to spite him. But like, I would just like throw things around the room. Oh fuck! In retrospect, that was probably a nightmare to live with.
Yeah, you sound like that. If someone says like, "Hey, you're being loud," and your response is to be louder.
Yeah, he was trying to sleep like an adult, and I was just like coming back drunk and throwing stuff everywhere. He was
Your
my
loaded
least favorite
dice.
roommate I had.
Flak cannon.
And another guy I roomed with this African guy. And he was like, one time we were talking, like we didn't really talk much, and he was like, I was like, so like you like getting used to like sleeping in the room and stuff, everything okay? And he goes, I apologize, I'm just gonna do the accent for the comedy value, but if this is racist,
Are you sure that's a
you
good
ever
idea?
he
Hold
was like,
on.
Jesse,
Hold on.
I have never
you
met
sure?
a man who farts more in my life in his sleep than you do. And he was like traumatized by it. He was like, I will never look at Americans the same way again. I was like, yeah.
I mean, as someone who has also roomed with you, that is a fair assessment on his part. I'm inclined to agree with him.
Apparently, I just fart a lot while I'm asleep. I mean, I fart a lot in general, but
Yeah, like no matter what you're doing, it's pretty terrible.
I can't be blamed for the ones that I can't like recollect, right?
Well,
Like, where does the blame fall for
the blame
farts that
falls for
happen while
you
you're
because of your
sleeping?
diet.
I see. But isn't it true that if you eat a healthier diet, your farts are worse and more frequent?
No, that can't be possible because I've known you and I know your diet.
Like, that's what I've heard. Like, that people that eat a lot of, like, kale and, like, spinach and, like, broccoli are just constantly, like, farting, just, like, big rippers. Big rips. Why is this guy getting involved? Fucking Abe Lincoln.
The Vox are still fighting me for some reason.
Dan, I read the craziest shit about Abe Lincoln yesterday. Did you see this on Reddit?
He used to be a vampire hunter. I saw that too.
No. That did come up a little bit in the conversation, but somebody was just saying like how he was like a really good wrestler. Like that comes up all the time, and people are like, "Oh, that's crazy," and like everybody knows that. Like he was the best wrestler of his time. But what I didn't know was that he's credited with inventing the choke slam. He's credited with inventing the choke slam, which is fucking awesome.
That is pretty awesome.
And also something else I didn't know, and I don't know if this is true or not because I didn't research it other than just the Reddit comment, but somebody said that one time he slandered somebody in a newspaper, and so they challenged him to a duel, and he said, okay, we'll duel, but since you challenge me, I get to pick like the weapons in the place, and they're like, okay. And he said, we're gonna fight with broadswords in a pit.
Yeah, I did see that, yeah.
Okay, and he was like swinging his sword around, like chopping up like logs, and like the other guy got scared and backed out.
Well, the other guy, yeah, he did it purposely because the other guy was not nearly as tall as him, so he was gonna die if he tried to fight him.
Yeah, I mean he could have just wrestled him, right? Just like give him a wrestling, but he decided to pull
invented
out
the
a
choke
sword.
slam.
Yeah, it's fucking cool.
Dude, now I'm just imagining Abraham Lincoln just choke slamming like Jefferson Davis through the match, through the match in Hell in the Cage.
No, dude. So it's Jefferson Davis and like Ulysses S. Grant, like WWE style. Like there's a crowd, everybody's got signs, there's music, and then the lights go out, and then you see one spotlight on Jefferson Davis, and he's looking around, and everybody's like, "Oh no, who's coming? Who's coming?" And then the fucking Undertaker music comes on. Dong, dong. And then I think you have to take the sky hook to the next level.
What's this?
I don't know, secrets. But yeah, dong. And then Abraham Lincoln just comes out. He came out from underneath. He came out from underneath the fucking floorboards. He's here. He's gonna chokeslam Jefferson Davis. Oh, he's down. And then the ref's doing like a fucking. He doesn't even do a quick count. 1, 2, 3. Jefferson Davis is out for the count. Just a bag of money.
What could they possibly give me at this point in the game?
And then Stonewall Jackson and Jefferson Davis have to team up as like a tag team to try to beat Lincoln, but he's still too strong. Because who's that? Who's that coming from the fucking zip line? It's Frederick fucking Douglass, motherfuckers. He's here. And he just comes in with like the people's elbow. I fucking love this. This is so good.
I mean, and I feel like
it will only again go out.
you always have to have a good heel, and that's a pretty good heel.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. But you know they would get their fans, you know. Like they would
Unfortunately,
definitely.
there would be a lot, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, most of the people who watch the WWE probably would root for Jefferson Davis, but I guess.
Let me take care of this on my own.
No, I'm going with you.
I used to be big into the WWE.
Yeah, everyone
And-
was at a time.
I remember when Vince McMahon pretended like he died in a car explosion, and I was trying to convince my dad. I don't remember a lot about my life. Like I've said, I don't remember what my daughter looks like anymore. But I remember telling my dad, like Vince McMahon just died on TV. And my dad was like, "Of course he did it, you fucking idiot." I was like, "No, Dad, watch. Look, the car exploded and Vince McMahon was in it." Oh, fuck me. And my dad probably thought it was so fucking dumb, and he would be right. And then he had to stop pretending like he died because the Canadian Wolverine killed his family, Chris Benoit, and then he was like, "No, just kidding. I'm not dead, guys. That was just a joke." But you know what's not a joke? Fucking mental illness.
Yeah.
Like, now that I think back on it more, in all the insane shit that Donald Trump did in his political career and continues to do, like his fucking trading cards and shit like that, I cannot believe that he didn't use Vince McMahon, like beating Vince McMahon in WWE, like as his advertisement when he was running for president.
He should have. Can I also just point out how much I fucked that dude up?
Yeah, you did fuck that guy, really. He did almost kill you, but Elizabeth saved you. We already have this one.
Yeah, we did already have something a lot like that, I thought.
We literally have that exact one.
Have I already gotten all the gear?
They're just giving it to you again. In case you
Like,
forgot.
he hasn't used it. Maybe he doesn't know he has other pants.
You haven't gotten a message in a while telling you to use your vigor, so I think Ken Levine's just given up.
Dude, he can't even tell me because I've been cleaning house this episode.
Maybe you're just like inspired. Like that's what you needed was a little bit of like putting your face in the dirt by like fucking up your save, and like you came back.
I
with a
didn't
vengeance.
fuck up my save.
Yeah, it wasn't your fault, but there's no way we're gonna get this fucking dude. Like we have to get over there to the other side.
Can we get
Two
up?
of these fuckers.
There's gotta be a way.
You can jump from there, probably.
Up there?
No. There isn't a way.
I
Fuck.
don't think there's a way. I can use the
we-
ram power to get up there, maybe, though.
Yeah, can we make like a Patriot, like with her tears that could just shoot them or something?
I think we can do this.
Oh, there we go.
We have to
Perfect.
use the vigor a little bit, but that's acceptable. It's a mode of
I get-
transportation.
I did get 2 out of 3, which is not terrible. Eh.
Me back.
Take that, Comstock.
I want to just choke slam all these people in the name of Abraham Lincoln.
Man, if you could have, like, what would your signature, like, you know how, like, in WWE, you can do, like, my career, and, like, you can do your own move? Like, what do you think your, like, signature move would be, and what would, like, your aesthetic be if you were in the WWE?
So all the characters have to be super exaggerated
Yeah.
based off of their traits, obviously. And here's what I'm going to ask you. Has there been a Jewish guy?
There has to have been.
Because that
There
could be
has
my
to have
thing.
been.
Like I come out and I just throw like they do like they throw tacks on the map, but I would just have like dreidels all over, and I would just like smash them onto a dreidel.
Would your nemesis then be Iron Sheik?
Or maybe I would
over the Gaza Strip.
I could wear like a yarmulke, but take it off and throw it like that guy from Mortal Kombat.
It has like a secret blade in it.
Yeah, that's not really so much wrestling anymore. But I thought he was about to shut the door and like trap her in there.
I googled Jewish wrestlers and I got an article titled "Happy Hanukkah: The Greatest Jewish Wrestlers of All Time."
I saw this there.
All right, there's at least 11 of them on this list. I only recognize. Oh, Dan! Holy shit! Okay, well, okay, their aesthetic wasn't Jewish, but Randy Savage was Jewish.
Okay.
Kurt Angle was Jewish. And of course, you can't forget about what's his name? Goldberg. Because Goldberg is a Jewish last name and he was Jewish.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Also, Kane was Jewish, but I don't know how anybody would know that. But Kane was Jewish, apparently.
Now, is this game almost over, Jesse?
Yeah, I mean, Dan, I'm not even gonna. Actually, that's not true. We can probably get another episode out of this, unfortunately.
And we're ending the episode here.
Oh, all right. Back to the old Pokemon question. All right, so
That's
I've
part
done.
of the bit. Then I've noticed.
All right, so I did Steel, Dark, Bug. All right, Flying. Okay, so this is the new question. So you come home, the door is unlocked, and you're like, "Oh, that's weird. Like I thought my wife would be at work right now. Like, why is the door unlocked?" And you walk in on passionate lovemaking between your wife and your choice of 3 different Pokemon gym leaders. All right, you ready?
I don't understand this. No, because this isn't going to be good.
What do you mean it's not going to be good?
But there's no option to this that I'm okay with at all.
Yeah, well, your wife cheated on you, Dan. That's not.
No,
like,
but my point is, I don't think it matters. Like, I'm not happy about any of them.
Are you sure? I haven't given them to you yet.
I'm pretty sure.
First, you got Goldberg, the fairy type trainer. So you think I would go like super like fashionable, maybe even a little bit like a little bit flamboyant, but no, it's just Goldberg, just a big sweaty bald man. Is
he still dressed like Goldberg?
Yeah, he's dressed like Goldberg, and he doesn't take the suit off when he's having sex. He just like rubs it against like your wife's butt. And then, but he also has a Sylveon that watches. And then you've got.
Can we say, Jesse? I feel like you have a fetish. As too many times when you're doing these, you feel the need to mention that a Pokemon is involved or watching. And your favorite Pokemon is Lucario. So I don't quite. Is there something you need to say?
I've never gotten Lucario involved in one of these. I would never. He's
just for you. But
he's just for me.
Okay, but continue. I won't dig too deep because I'm not sure. I want to know the answer.
Next is The Rock, and he is a rock type gym leader. That's very original by me. And he's just being a cool guy. Like when you come in, he's like, "Oh man, sorry, I didn't even know. Like, what's up, bro?" And he like signs some stuff for you, and then he like pays you like $2 million, and then he just leaves. Actually, he teaches you like how to become swole like he does, so then your wife will respect you. And he doesn't have a Pokemon with him, but you can imagine that he just rides a Geodude like on his head. Like as he leaves, he just like fist bumps his Geodude and rides
But he
away.
doesn't. But I can imagine that he does. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. And then last but not least, you just have Lance, the dragon type gym leader from the first series.
Well, he's not a gym leader.
Whatever Lance is. You just got Lance and his Dragonite. He's a G-man. And yeah, that's it. I don't have any bit for him. It's just whether you respect Lance
Hey,
or
Jesse,
not. Like,
you didn't have a bit for anything. There was no bit. This is no bit. Goodbye.
Oh, we'll never know.